again. Today is Monday, the 12th, I think. I had to get a new windshield wiper. Oh, let me try that real quick. Okay. I don't know what I did. I was told the little tabs on the wiper or on the blade are broken anyway, because the entire wiper, as when I turned off the car, just snapped off. I guess maybe it was because I turned the car off while it was wiping. I don't know. But that snap, it just came off. So now we are going to the Goldwell Open Air Museum. That's actually, it's just after the border of California and Nevada. We're going there. We're gonna do that up, see what it is. And then we're gonna go to, okay, we're all stopped here. The fuck is this? Okay, well now we stopped. There was a sign that says be prepared to stop, and guess what? We've stopped. So after the museum, we're gonna go to Belmont, which is a ghost town in Nevada. Look up some pictures, looks pretty cool. Then I'll look for a campsite in the evening time. God, I hate sand.
Head east on California 18, east, North Shore Drive toward Paradise Way.
Did you hear Google Maps just now? Google Maps just talked. So it's technically coming from the phone, but it spoke out of the speakers because it's Bluetooth. That'd be funny if you heard that. Jesus. Well, here we are. Destination number 1. The Goldwell Open Air Museum. It took me 5 hours to get here. There's a building here. Oh, wow. Bet you that doesn't work anymore. A couch. I don't know if someone is like inside. I don't really want to go in there. It tells me to, but I don't really want to. Here we got rocks. Stacked. Pretty pog. Okay, now this is called Venus of Nevada. Y'all know Venus, you know, maybe it's Aphrodite and the other. Yeah, look, there's a lot of rusted cans. Yeah, okay, this is weird. She do be dummy thick though, like look at this. Strange picture frames. I guess I should take a picture in, you know. Just makes sense, really. It's 109 degrees out. You believe that shit? 109. Yeah, big metal poles. Just these big ass metal frames at like a strange angle. Trippy. Bruh. This is so creepy. It's the Last Supper. It says so on this thing down in front. All these ghosts. It's the Last Supper. I think that makes it like double creepy. What's with this place? I'm giving its like female statues the absolute fattest asses. Look at this. Let me zoom in. I'll take a close up and show you these things. Jesus. That was one of the worst drives ever. It was so boring and just filled with more nothing than even I could have imagined. Next place we're going was Belmont Ghost Town. It's in a town called Tenapa, Nevada. So I go there I'm driving. I came so close to run out of gas. The car said, "Oh, you got about 120 miles left." It was only like 95 to get there. I'm like, "Oh, I got like 30, 20-ish miles of leeway." And I didn't. The car was wrong. It was lying to me. The range dropped down by like 11 miles after like 2. And then all the miles after that, the range drops down way faster than actually driving a mile. And the range left on the car said 13 miles. I made it to the gas station, made it to this fucking town. So I look around for the Belmont ghost town. I follow the instructions. And I can't find it. It's not really a ghost town, I don't think. I think it's just like 1 or 2 abandoned buildings from like an old mining whatever. And that's enough to call it a ghost town. So I was expecting a big, a town, like a ghost town, and I didn't find it. 2 hours to get to my next destination tomorrow. And then between that one and the one after that, I'm thinking it's like 3. Nevada sucks. It sucks here. There's nothing around. It's hot as balls, and everything is too far away. We had to change some plans. I got a room last night in this middle of nowhere town in Nevada called Tenapa. Change of plans. I was gonna go to the Shoe Tree of Middlegate today, which is a tree, I think a couple trees, with hundreds, if not thousands, of pairs of shoes thrown on them like telephone wires. Sometimes you see people do that. You tie laces together and you throw them on this tree. I was gonna throw my old work shoes from Taco Bell onto this tree. It's the worst driving experience ever so far because it's so flat, it's so nothing, it's so boring. There's no towns, whatever. So we're not going to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. So we're heading to Cathedral Gorge State Park. I'll head up after that to Great Basin National Park. I got the week a little more streamlined. I think things can go a little smoother with the way this plan is, and we'll see. Who knows what the future holds? How could I know? Grand Army of the Republic Highway. There's most definitely a snake somewhere in here. Okay, well, this you gotta see. This is nuts. It ends. Wow. Here's where it ends. Dan. Look at this, man. There was a whole cave system back there. I couldn't even imagine was there. This shit's crazy. Here's what it looks like from the outside. You'd never tell. You could never know. You could never know there are caves in there until you go, look at them. Wow. That was cool as fuck. Riders on the storm. Okay. I made it physically to Great Basin National Park. I was not able to get a campsite like I wanted in the actual park itself, because then I could just wake up, go on a hike, and then come back. I'd save a little time. So tomorrow morning, I will wake up. I'll head up to Great Basin. I still have to get into the park. And then I'll do a hike, do something, see the cave. There's caves up there I didn't actually know about. But today went mostly fine, which is good. Day 2 of semester fraud, mostly fine. I saw 5 dead animals on the way here, just on the drive. 2 cows, 2 dead cows. I didn't like that. The first one looked like it was deflated. The second one, I think, was just a dead cow. Might have seen 3 dead cows. Yeah, I saw 3 dead cows. Deflated one, regular dead cow. And I saw a coyote, dead coyote on the side of the road later. Then another, no, it must have just been 4. Then a deer. I saw a deer. That looked like it had been there for a little bit. So I guess it's just 4 dead animals, which is still more than I see most regular days. Until tomorrow. Now, Wednesday morning, it is 9:20 a.m. I think the time zones may have changed. I know they changed in Arizona. They become mountain time. But like, I just got this, it seems like times have changed. I don't know, but that's just, clocks have been weird the place I was at last night and this morning. But whatever, right now, we are in Great Basin National Park. We went to the visitor center, got a patch. After that, today's supposed to be editing day, but we had to make some adjustments. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna head down to Vegas. We're going to Vegas after this, and that's, okay. We're Lenham Creek Campground. Here? Surely not. It's gotta be in there. Here we are in Great Basin National Park. Gonna take a hike about now. I'm not normally a hat guy, so you see me wearing a hat or sunglasses. Really, sunglasses are cool, but I don't wear them a lot, especially hats. Sky Island accessible loop. Skyland, that's what you call that. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. This is Stella Lake in Great Basin National Park. This is the first out of 2 lakes on this trail that we're doing. So we're gonna hit a second one in a couple, I don't know, like a mile and a half or something. I don't actually know. Nice. We have made it to the second lake. This is lake number 2. I forget what it's called. Just looking for a flat rock, you know? How hard is it to find a flat rock at a lake? Well, if you're at this lake, it's pretty hard. Nothing better, I tell you. Lake number 2, and we're gonna make our way out of the park. So I think this is the only update I gave after Great Basin. Great Basin went, well, you know, great. So pretty. And back through Nevada. Whee! I saw an actual tumbleweed go across the freeway. I was like, it's real! On a different speed limit sign sometimes you see it says speed enforced by aircraft, and as if to imply there's a traffic aircraft or a helicopter that just flies over the freeway you're on at least every once in a while to see if anyone's speeding. I've seen probably dozens of those everywhere in my life. Never once have I seen an aircraft. This time I saw an aircraft. This time I looked at the sign and said speed enforced by aircraft. I'm like, all right. And I looked up and there were 2 fighter jets flying above us. I was like, oh shit. So hit the brakes. It's like, I better go exactly that number, huh? I'm like, well, if those are the aircrafts that are enforcing the speed, then sure, 55 sounds fine. Jesus, they got the 501st Legion ready to go to catch the Civic. Damn. 2 o'clock, 2:08 right now. And it's the first time I'm actually doing a little update. We restocked on stuff. We got some apples, bananas, and some soups. I got some ice for the cooler. Got some more ice so I can keep said foods fresh for another 30 minutes. So I'm at Lake Mead right now. And I went down to the marina because I was gonna see if I could rent a kayak for like an hour. I got down to the marina and like all the boats were still in the harbor. All the boats were still at the docks. I'm like, that's weird. It's a hot day. You'd figure there's people out. You'd figure there's at least a couple boats out, you know, just jumping in the lake and swimming in the lake because it's a goddamn lake. And I said, are you guys renting kayaks? They're like, this is where you rent kayaks, but we're not sending them out today due to the weather. I'm like, is it too hot? Because it's 104 right now. I'm like, is it too hot? Doesn't seem like the reason you wouldn't send boats out on the lake is if it was too hot. And he said, it's kind of that, and mostly it's windy. Now in Vegas, it does randomly get windy all the time, but it's not like that around the border. Like where I was, it was breezy. There was it was gusty, but there was no wind. But he said when you get out on the lake, the wind really kicks up and it's like it's bad or something. But I can see all the environments.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Rocky Point Overlook.
Okay. I hope that goes around.
In a quarter mile, continue straight.
In a quarter mile, continue straight. In a quarter mile, just keep doing what you're doing. Why do you even say anything if that's the answer? After this, I'm going to Area 15, which I don't really know how to describe because I don't really know what it is. It's like some big indoor, cool exhibity playground or something. All right, well, this is a fucking shit view of the lake.
You've arrived.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. Okay, well, we're just gonna start by walking around. So Area 15 was all right. I feel like it has a lot more going on. I was just so confused by it at first. I walked in and it's this massive entryway with purple lights everywhere. It's almost impossible to describe. It's like the Ren Fair. The whole building is like the Ren Fair, but it's like sci-fi themed, psychedelically, you know, weird, man. There's this massive grocery store exhibit called Omega Mart. I only took a few pictures in there, actually. It starts off like this funny parody grocery store you walk into, like kind of like Alice in Wonderland, and you'll see bleach that says total disappointment or something. Chips is like Chump's chips. It's funny stuff. It's a totally made up grocery store. And so it's this funky, happy grocery store, you know, with all the funny names. And then you walk through one door, it's like this took a turn. So there's lore you can explore within the market, which is kind of fun. You enter a door, they give you an access card, what's called your Boop access card. I barely got to use it because everybody was at stuff. It was all occupied. My fucking Boop card is gone. Damn it. How did I lose my fucking... No way. I must just be stupid. And you explore the lore and like who this man was, who created Omega Mart. His name is like, you work for Dram Corp is the name of the thing. It's it requires more time, and the first time you go, you just might be confused. But now that I've been there, I kind of get it. Well, we're back. Today's Friday. We are approaching the end of the week for Nevada. Thank God. Right now, we are heading to Grapevine Canyon. I don't know why it's called that. Maybe I can find out when I get there. That there's hundreds of Native American petroglyphs, like painted onto rocks and stuff, all over the place. So that's pretty cool. That's something I wanna see. That is the last destination I have in Nevada. All right, we're back again. It's me. We're now here in Grapevine Canyon. I don't know why it's called that. Maybe this will there's a little info thingy here. I should have put on my hiking boots. I'm just wearing my work shoes, my old Taco Bell shoes. Because I hate Taco Bell. There's so many. Some on these rocks there, I like those. Those are pretty cool. I almost fell. Some right there on this rock. These rocks. Those rocks. Big one on that rock. Took a picture of that. Way up there. Dang. It's up there. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, there's a breeze. Whew. That's something else. That hits different right now. Jesus. Bro, I'm slipping and falling. I've fallen like 3 times. That's more than I've fallen in like months. I'm in a cave. I found a little cave in the... Nice view. It's hot. It is hot here, man. So we're just gonna get some water and get out of here. Last thing in Nevada. Literally, it's the last thing in Nevada. It's the southernmost tip of the state. You can look it up. Look up Grapevine Canyon, and it's at the literal absolute bottom of the state. So it's the very last thing that it has. What's also good, none of the petroglyphs look like Among Us. So that was just a small. I wasn't looking hard, but none of them obviously were like, oh well, that's just Among Us. But they weren't. So it's good. That's best. I don't know what I'd do if I saw it.